Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for June. I hope everybody is well. I do want to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there, so just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. And as always, Cancer, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you are starting out with the Three of Wands. You have the Page of Swords in the reverse, and you have the Devil in reverse. So you're waiting for something here. You're waiting for a change. You're waiting for something to happen here. It feels like, it feels a little precarious, like there's an element of danger to this too. I do feel like with the Page of Swords in the reverse, you kind of don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what is going on with water signs, but I've been doing water signs this week or today, and you guys are off the charts. Like, there's a lot of emotional energy that is running. I do feel like there's something that you're unsure about. You just don't quite know. You may feel like somebody's not being quite on the up and up with you, but you're not sure. With the Devil in reverse, I feel like you've kind of broken loose from some sort of illusion, something that you felt kind of trapped in, like somebody was trying to keep you trapped in an illusion, but you're slowly moving out of that, or you're wanting to. So let me see. You may just not know quite how to do that yet. Let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy. Show me who's in Cancer's energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. And the High Priestess in reverse. So this person's going through a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle. They are one unhappy camper. I will tell you that. They're definitely very unhappy. It's like they had all these dreams of where things were going to go, and now they're not going in that direction. So they feel like a failure. They feel like they failed in reaching that state of happiness with you. With the High Priestess here in reverse, it looks like something has come about. You know, something's been revealed. The High Priestess keeps secrets. They're the keeper of secrets. And I feel like something has been revealed, and you feel like it was very toxic. So this person is feeling rather exposed, and they're not happy about it. Let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. Yep. Page of Wands. Yeah, so you're waiting for your life to take off. That's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for this spark, possibly waiting for someone new. This person is wanting to talk to you, but I feel like they feel like that's not a possibility. Yeah, they may be wondering if you have somebody new in your life. What is affecting this connection? There could have been some communication between you and this person. Queen of Cups. You're in your power. You don't even know it, though. You're in your power. You don't know it. I do feel like there were a lot of feelings here, or still are a lot of feelings here. But I also feel like there's a sense here that this person kind of submerged those feelings for a long time. Or maybe they're trying to do so now, but there's definitely feelings here. They're focused on you. You see, this person, Cancer, had this idea, this idyllic way of life that was going to happen between the two of you. And I feel like it didn't work out that way. This person is now feeling like they're unacknowledged, that there could possibly be someone new. And I don't feel like there actually is. I feel like you're kind of waiting for someone new. I feel like you could be flirting with others, possibly. But I feel like you're kind of coming into your power here. let me see the outcome at the end of the week. I will also say that you have more control over this situation than you realize. You actually don't even realize how much control you have over this situation. Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Eight of Wands. Oof. Yeah, you're going to tell this person a thing or two about themselves, it looks like. Because you feel this person may have been toxic, like they may have been trying to, you know, cast illusions, make you think that things were a certain way. And I feel like you're moving on from this. I do. I feel like you're moving forward and you're going to tell this person a thing or two. Ace of Pentacles reversed indicates that this is an ending that's taking place because of secrets and a lack of stability. But you're the one who is actually the driving force behind it. And there's change happening here, but I feel like you're almost blissfully unaware of that. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. Well, there you are, yet again, in your power. Interesting. Now, you could be dealing with another Cancer sign, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. But yeah, you want love in your life, and I feel like you're waiting for your life to just take off after something here that you felt like wasn't real. It wasn't real. You may even feel like this person lied to you. And so you're kind of like, where's my person? Where's the perfect person for me? I'm waiting for that spark. I'm waiting to start this, my life all over again. All right, so let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Three of Wands here for Cancer? All right, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. We have the Seven of Wands and the Empress in reverse. You are not going to give to this situation at all. You feel that this person lied to you. It looks like there was an argument and you are standing behind whatever you have said. You're standing behind, you know, what you want, and you're waiting for your life to begin in a new direction. There's a spark of something. You may even be waiting for a new person, somebody that really makes you feel young and youthful and, you know, just reignites that desire for you to nurture and to, you know, give to a relationship. But you don't want to give to this one. I feel like whatever happened here between you and this person, you felt they were toxic. And I feel like it actually made you question your value, question your self-worth at some point. There was a sense of loss here, but it's almost like you've kind of moved past that because you feel like there was a level of deception that was here. And you're not backing down from your stance. I feel like you don't even really want to talk to this person. However, I do see you having something to say. Let me see why the Page of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, Page of Cups. That's someone new. King of Cups in the reverse. You're not giving to this situation. There's a new situation that may have caught your eye. You may be flirting with somebody. There's somebody new that's in your energy here. But you don't feel like you have to tell this person. You don't feel like there's any need for you to tell this person because you're not on the same page with them. They really kind of put you in a low vibrational energy because of secrets and lies and some kind of illusion that they were kind of spinning up. So you've pulled back from this person. You want real love, and you've taken charge of your life to find it, and you're looking at other options. And I see that you have at least 2 options currently in your life. Let me see why the Devil is here in reverse. Oh, so this could have been a false twin flame. All right, so either a false twin flame or a false divine masculine. So yeah, you have the Emperor in reverse and you have the 6 of Coins. You were very generous with this person. You were very giving. You wanted to have a very balanced connection, but this person may have been cheating on you. They definitely were very controlling. And I feel like you're going to tell this person, look, I see you for who you are. You don't have a high regard for this person. And with both the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, it's clearly telling me that this was a karmic connection that you may have thought was like a soulmate, a deep soulmate, or even a twin flame connection. And now you're finding your balance. Now that you see this person clearly, you're finding your balance, and you're willing to wait for what it is that you want in love. And I feel like you do have other people that are present in your life, one if not two. Let's look at this person's energy, because they are a very unhappy camper. Why is the Six of Wands in reverse? Wow. Some very chaotic energy here. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups. There's that illusion that this person was under. Not just casting with you, but also that they were feeling. So with Ten of Cups and the Five of Wands reversed, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Cups. So this person could be approaching you saying, hey, Cancer, you know, we could have it all. We were very happy at one point. You know, let's resolve this. Let's put this conflict to an end. You're standing your ground. You're not having it. They ultimately wanted you to come towards them. That's why they were holding back. They were waiting to see, is Cancer going to come after me? Is Cancer going to chase me? That would have made them very happy. But with you standing your ground, they may approach you. They may come towards you and say, look, we can put this back together. I get the feeling like they're going to try to resolve the conflict. They might be a little flirtatious. They're going to try to get you to reinvest in the connection, but I don't see you having anything to do with it. Why is the Ten of Cups here in reverse? Six of Swords, Knight of Wands reverse. This person may have been in and out of your life. They were definitely inconsistent. And yeah, they were a player. They were a player. They basically created their own unhappiness. It's like they were trying to create this illusion that everything is great between the two of you. And now they see you moving forward. They're going to try to convince you to revisit this, to revisit it. Yeah. This is gaslighting at its best. This person is going to try to gaslight you. They're going to come in like they're all happy and they want to resolve this, but they're not. They're very unhappy and they feel like a failure because they had this dream, you know, that they were presenting, and now you've uncovered it. And they're not going to want to talk about that. They're going to gaslight you. Let me see why the High Priestess is in reverse. Why is the High Priestess in reverse for the person in Cancer's energy? Ten of Wands and the Strength card. They're going to try to convince you that it can be overcome. They're going to try to convince you that they're working on themselves, that they know that they have some issues here. They could have gambling issues, or there could have been some sort of big financial loss because of a poor investment as well. But this person, they know that they've got a lot of problems, and they're going to try to convince you that they're working on themselves. Yeah, they're still strongly attached to you. But I don't see this working out well for them. I really don't. You could be dealing with a Leo. Let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. You just see them as being controlling. And I have to be honest with you, they are. Anytime you're dealing with somebody that is, you know, gaslighting you, they could have narcissistic traits, you know. Yeah, you're turning them down. Page of Pentacles reversed. You don't want anything to do with them. Four of Wands reversed. This could have been a long-term connection. You could have been married to this person or planning to be married to this person. And I feel like that ended. So they're going to try to recover the connection, and you're going to turn them down. You feel this person's a liar, and you're standing on what you've said. You don't want to revisit this. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Why is the Queen of Cups here? I I feel like there's a new person that is making you feel things that you haven't felt in a long time. Ace of Swords reversed. The Chariot. Yeah, you're basically telling them what you're presenting to me was a lie. It's a lie. We're not on the same page. And instead of you building this connection up, building me up, what you've done is lied to me and deceived me and hid things from me. And so I feel like you don't even want to talk to them. I feel like you don't want to give anything to this connection. This person actually caused a lot of damage here. Or let me put it differently. This person revealed some toxic traits within you that you then had to look at. And I do feel like you are looking at those. I feel like you are dealing with those, but you don't want to do it within the context of this connection. You do have somebody new here, and you don't feel like you owe this person any explanation. They see you moving on, and it's terrifying them. It makes them very unhappy, but they don't want to tell you that. They also don't want to tell you that, that they see you as coming into your own. This person could have been a little jealous of you. So the two of you, which is typical in a karmic relationship, the two of you definitely, triggered each other. So let me look at your outcome. I feel like you don't want anything to do with this person. Your focus is on someone new. Somebody that you feel kind of excited about. Somebody that you feel like you could have a true connection with. But there seems to be some unresolved energy between you and this person. All right, so we have the Two of Coins. We have Temperance in reverse. We have Sagittarius energy. This person is so focused on you, it's not even funny. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they're going to try to appear as if they're unbothered by this, but the truth of it is that emotionally they are rather unbalanced. And I feel like you're going to tell this person a thing or two about themselves. You're going to tell them, look, this was not a balanced connection, that you sold me a lie. You sold me an illusion that wasn't real. And I was giving and giving in this relationship. And you were just taking and, controlling. You didn't want love. You wanted control. And that's what I'm seeing here. So they're going to try to appear unbothered by it. But, the truth is that they feel like a failure. They're unhappy. You're on to this game, this illusion of theirs, and you don't want anything to do with it. Two of Coins in the reverse. You've already made up your mind. And I see you moving forward, and I do see you moving forward quickly, and I see you moving forward with dramatic changes in your life. Yeah, it's not like you're not having the ups and downs. You are. I see the ups and downs. I see some emotional, good days, bad days. And that makes sense to me, because I feel like you were dealing with someone here that was very controlling and gaslighting and narcissistic. And they're definitely wearing a mask right now, but you've already made up your mind. You've made your decision here. And now I think you know that you need healing, and you're trying to do what it takes to empower self. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands in the reverse. So this new person one of them, if there's two, one of them may not work out. The other person, you could be a little bit more interested in. If there's only one, it may not work out, but you're still stepping into your power. You're still rediscovering yourself here. And regardless, anything this person has to offer you, you don't want it. I also feel like you think this person is spoiled. Like when they don't get what they want, they are very childish in the way they behave. They're very like a spoiled child, pitching tantrums, basically. You've already made up your mind about this person, so but they're kind of not turning it loose. They're definitely wearing a mask, and I feel like they're hyper focused on you. So just keep doing you. I feel like a lot of you have gone no contact with this person, but if they push you, if this person pushes you, you're going to let them know, hey, I'm going to tell you a thing or two about yourself. Interesting. All right, so let's see if there's any further advice. These oracles have been spot on today. You have number 12. All right, so give me just a second. Now, I do have to point out that there is a baby here in this. It's an unborn child. So some of you could find yourself pregnant. So, you know, if you're not trying to get pregnant, be very careful with that, because I do see that for somebody. All right, let me read this for you. Give me just 1 second. It says, wonder of creation, protection, and destiny. The guardian angels of life fly so high as to be beyond our sight, but they are always looking down upon us. A guardian angel is witness to the birth of the one whose life he will oversee. He is in awe of the wonder of creation and its significance, cradling a mystical incubator in which this new life is enclosed. He understands its fragility. As he is now, so will he remain throughout, offering help and support, yet knowing the limitations of his influence. Fate and destiny will play their part. The chakras and astrological zodiacs orbit the central sphere, suggesting the role they will play in this future life. But this wondrous mechanism is also man-made. A grand part of how this life will be lived and what it will achieve will not be predetermined by fate alone, but by your free will and choice. Ooh, Cancer. That is heavy. See, I told you, water signs are just going through it right now. So I do feel that you are heavily protected. I do feel like for whatever reason this person did come into your life. There could have been a karmic contract between you and this person. But remember that you ultimately are the one who determines. There are certain things that are predestined, but you have free will, you have choice, you're stepping into your power. And I say good on you, Cancer. Keep it up, because I see a radical change happening here in your life. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, namaste.